Hi, my name is Amy Barrett-Daffin, and I'm with C&T Publishing, and I'm here with Chessa at Quilt Market, and I want to talk to you about how to find perfect value to make three-dimensional quilts. So when I say 3D, I mean quilts like this, where you've got cubes, or you have geometric shapes, and things like this that create a three-dimensional illusion. And so you look at this and you think, wow, these are so cool, but how do I do it? Most of the piecing is pretty straight and easy. The trick is value. So I'm going to show you how to use our value tool. Now this will be available soon, and it is a wonderful product created by Marcy Baker. So what is the value tool? Now we have a lot of color tools, but the value tool is different. So here are several pages of instructions. So there's 8 pages of instruction on either side, and then you have this great color wheel, and it tells you the colors at the bottom, but you're not really using it as a color tool to find colors that go together. What you're using it for is to find value. So let me show you what I mean. So you'll notice on this card, each card has a big circle and a little circle. And you might wonder why. Why do I need a big one and a little one? Well, the big one is great if you have a big chunk of color. For example, let me show you this blue fabric, or I can do it with this purple. So here I've got this fabric right here, and it's in between this blue and this one. So I think it's this one. So with a big hole, I can look at this and I can find the right value, which is right here. So number 4. The nice thing is number 4 will be the same value across all the colors, and that's important. But say that you've got a fabric, or you're looking at a photo that only has a little bit of the color. What do you need to do? That's when the little hole, and I just disassembled this. This was one of my demos, so I'm just going to pull the rivet out real quick like. And I can use the little one, and now I can find the color. Otherwise, if I had this big hole, it would be hard for me to figure out, but instantly with the little one, do you see how I found it there? That's the magic of the value tool. So when you want to make something that is three-dimensional, and this is, let me find that book, okay. I can show you on the book cover too. So say I'm looking at this blue, and let me find it. I'd say that's pretty close. Whoop, I think it's back here. Okay. What I can do is I can use this little piece right here to try to find the color. So if I'm trying to find the blue, I'm using the little hole if it's a little piece, and the big hole if it's a solid fabric where I can look at the big piece together. So this is the Ultimate Value Tool by Marcy Baker. It has 24 color value cards, 3 neutral value cards, and instructions. Check it out. It's a great way to make ombre quilts or any kind of three-dimensional quilt where getting the perfect value makes a big difference. Now, do you want me to show you the next thing? All right, let me move these out of the way and move my fabric. I bought the fabric just for you, Chessa.
It's beautiful.
And now I'm going to have to take it home and make something with it.
Oh, what a hard thing that you have to do now.
I know. Okay, this is the Quilter's Inspiration Deck. There are 100 cards to help you unleash your creativity. So let me show you what these cards do. First, you get an awesome instruction booklet, and this instruction booklet will tell you what I'm going to tell you, but it gives you an idea of how to use the cards. So I don't know about you, but sometimes I just cannot figure out what I want to do. So I'm going to show you. You get these cards, and they have color, So I'm going to lay them out on the table as close as I can together for you, Chessa, and I am going to tell you what you do with these. So you have colors, you have blocks, you have layouts, you have fabric choices, so many choices. Okay, this one is not going to come into my hand. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you these. There's elements, there's design, there's mood, there's the quilt pattern, and then there's color theory. So there are 10 different categories. I'm going to pick 4, and then I'm going to walk you through what we do. So I'm going to pick a color, a block, a design, and a fabric choice, right? So I picked 4 cards, and I'm going to flip them over, and I'm going to tell you how I would use these. So I'm going to start with yellow. Now yellow is my least favorite color. I just have to admit it. So I would use this as a pop of color with split complementary, right? So that's how I would use my yellow. This is talking about the fabric choice. So this is recommending small motifs. So now I'm going to use yellow as my pop of color and use some fabric that is small motifs. Now, I look at this block that it's giving me, and it's a miscellaneous block. It's telling me I can put together whatever I want. I don't think that's very helpful. That's not really inspiring me, so I'm picking a different card. 2 block. I like this one better. If you don't like the card you picked, put it back and get a different card.
The best part of it. It's all up to you.
It is. It is. It's all about helping you be creative. So if I'm going to use this design element that's pointing up into an angle, what I might do when I'm using my split complementary and yellow as my pop is I might start with my blues down at the bottom and work my yellow up to the corner so that I've got it, I create that movement, and I can do any 2 block that I want. So this is just one example, and I'm going to do one more for you just to use some different cards. So then another set, I can pick element, layout, quilting pattern, and color theory. So now I picked 4 different cards. So color theory, it wants me to do triadic.
I feel like you're giving me my fortune.
I am giving you your fortune. So your color theory is triadic, Chessa. We have a feathers quilting pattern. Our element is a triangle and a square. And our layout is alternating tiles.
Oh, I like that.
So what I could do is I could do alternating tiles and flip this element back and forth. Or I could have them all pointing in one direction. And do it with the triadic color theory. So I could have one color here, and one there. Or I could have every other one have different triadic colors. So the whole idea is to help you sort of break out of a creative rut and unleash your creativity. It's great to use as an individual, great to use in a guild, great thing for shops to do as a class or just a way to have fun in the shop. So that is the Quilter's Inspiration Deck. There's 100 cards in the deck, and all it will do is unleash your creativity.